I pray at the lotus feet of Divine Mother, Shri Lalita Ambika, and at the lotus feet of my Divine Gurus to help me. May they all bless me to speak on this Lalita Sahasranam in a very easy and simple manner so that everybody can understand. So in our previous videos, I have already covered the shlokas up till 40, and in this video we are going to cover from 41 to 57 of the Lalita Sahasranam Stotram, and in Namavali it will be 112 to 234. And we have already discussed about the different forms, her features, everything as described in the previous shlokas, and we covered on the subtle meditation on the Kundalini also, and we ended up it is all described briefly in the previous videos. If you like, it is there, you can see it, and if you want to go directly, you can always click the link. So now let's go back to the new shlokas. Here in this new ones, from 41 to 57, now the devotional aspect of Divine Mother and the devotees has been described. So the devotional aspect will come out. These are very simple ones and very easy to understand. The previous ones were little technical, little harder, but these are very easy and very nice. Let's go back. Om Bhavani Bhavana Gamya Bhavaranya Kutarika Bhadrapriya Bhadramurti Bhakta Saubhagyadaini Bhakti Priya Bhakti Gamya Bhakti Vashya Bhayapaha Shambhavi Sharadaradhya Sharvani Sharmadayini Shankari Shrikari Sadhvi Sarachandra Nibhanana Shatodari Shanti Mati Niradhara Niranjana Nirlepa Nirmala Nitya Nirakara Nirakula Nirguna Nishkala Shanta Nishkama Nirupaplava Nityamukta Nirvikara Nishprapancha Nirashaya Nityashuddha Nityabuddha Niravadya Nirantara Nishkarana Nishkalanka Nirupadhi Nirishwara Niraga Ragmatni Nirmada Madanashini Nischinta Nirahankara Nirmoha Mohanashini Nirmama Mamatahantri Nishpapa Papanashini Nishkrodha Krodashamini Nirlobha Lobhanashini Nishanchaya Shanshagni Nirbhava Bhavanashini Nirvikalpa Nirabadha Nirbheda Bhedanashini Niranasha Mrityumathini Nishkriya Nishparigraha Nistula Nilachikura Nirappaya Niratyaya Durlabha Durgama Durga Dukha Hantri Duk Sukhaprada Dushtadura Durachara Shamini Doshavarjita Sarvagnya Sandra Karuna Samanadika Varjita Sarva Shakti Mai Sarva Mangala Sadgati Prada Sarveshwari Sarvamai Sarva Mantra Sarupini Sarva Yantratmika Sarva Tantra Rupa Manonmani Maheshwari Mahadevi Mahalakshmi Vridapriya Maharupa Mahapujya Mahapatakanashini Mahamaya Mahasatva Mahashaktir Maharatihi Mahabhoga Maheshwarya Mahavirya Mahabala Mahabuddhir Mahasiddhi Mahayogeshwarishwari Mahatantra Mahamantra Mahayantra Mahasana Mahayaga Kramaradhya Mahabhairava Pujita Maheshwar Mahakalpa Mahatandava Sakshini Mahakamesha Mahishi Mahatripura Sundari. Jai. Now let's go to the meaning and the Namavali. So the Namavali will start, this starts from 112. The first one is Om Bhavanyai Namaha. Bhava means this material universe. This. So she is Bhavani. She is the one who is creating this material world. She has created all of us. So Om Bhavanyai Namaha. The one who is the consort of Bhava. Bhava is a Shiv. So, and the one who has created this in union with Bhava or in union with Shiva is called as Bhavani. Om Bhavana Gamyaya Namaha. Very beautiful name this is. Om Bhavana Gamyaya Namaha means she can be realized through meditation. What kind of meditation? Devotional meditation. So Bhavana Gamyaya Namaha. It's your Bhavana that will catch her attention. Very important. Your techniques, your rituals, all that is there. That is only to bring your concentration, that is only to bring your attention to that one pointed remembrance of goddess. But above all this is your feeling, how you attach yourself to her with the feeling. Bhavana Gamyaye Namaha. She can be realized through your bhavana, through your emotional attachment to her. Om Bhavaranya Kutharikaya Namaha. Bhavaranya, Bhava is again this material world, and this is known as Aranya, means forest. So we are all, as souls, we are all roaming around in this material forest, which is very hard to cross. It is very bewildering. It is very confusing. So, and we as transmigratory souls, we take many bodies. We keep coming here again and again. We are stuck in the cycle of birth and death. We are lost in this forest of Bhava, or material existence. So Bhavaranya Kutharikaya means she is the axe who cuts this this forest of material existence. So we are stuck here in this material forest, but she is the one, if we pray to her, she will cut away all this forest and make us free. Om Bhadra Priyaye Namaha. Bhadra means all auspicious. So whatever is good and auspicious, she loves it all. Om Bhadra Murtiye Namaha. She herself, her form is very auspicious. So Bhadra Murtiye Namaha. She has a very auspicious form. Bhakta Saubhagya Daine Namaha. She grants Saubhagya. That means all around advancement. Prosperity, happiness, spirituality, everything. She grants all around advancement to the devotees. Bhakta Saubhagya Daine Namaha. Bhakti Priyaye Namaha. She loves devotion. So we have to always pray her with that devotional attitude. Bhakti Gamyaye Namaha. She is attained only through devotion, through bhakti. Om Bhakti Vashyaye Namaha. She can be won over. You can win over her. She can come under your control just by bhakti. Om Bhayapahaya Namaha. She dispels all fear. We remember we had spoken about her hand. She is Abhayada. When you look at her Ashirvad Mudra, this is Ashirvad Mudra. In this, she is also dispelling the fear. She is Abhayadaini. If you are a devotee of Mother Lalitambika, you will never ever have any fear, no insecurities, not even the slightest. Om Shambhave Namaha. Shambhavi means she is the consort of Shiva. Om Sharada Aradhyaya Namaha. Sharada is Saraswati. She is Saraswati, the wife of Brahma. She is also worshipping Divine Mother Lalitambika. Om Sharvanyai Namaha. Sharva is again Shiva. She is the consort of Shiva. Om Sharma Dainyai Namaha. Sharma is all happiness. She bestows all happiness you can think of. Om Shankarye Namaha. Again Shankarye is, she is the consort of Shiva. Om Shri Karye Namaha. She is the one who brings all prosperity. Shri means prosperity and wealth. She brings all prosperity to the devotees. Om Sadhvai Namaha. Sadhvi means somebody who has lot of good virtues. So she is the most virtuous woman in the whole universe. Om Sharat Chandra Nibhananaaya Namaha. Oh, she has a beautiful face. And what kind of face? It shines like the moon of autumn. Om Shat Odarye Namaha. Shat Odarye means she has a very very slender waist. So again it is a devotional aspect here. So again we remember her face, the very soothing face of the autumnal moon, very beautiful bright colored, and she has a very slender waist. Om Shanti Matye Namaha. And when you look at her form, she is very 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 peaceful. Om Niradharaya Namaha. She does not need anybody to support her, rather she is the support of everybody. So she is independent by herself. Om Niranjanaya Namaha. There is not even one single stain of anything on her. She is spotless. She is beautiful. She is spotless. Om Nirlepaya Namaha. She is not attached to anything. She is free from all afflictions or all external contacts. Om Nirmalaya Namaha. She is free of all impurities. She is very very clean. Om Nityaya Namaha. She is there eternal. Even before the world was formed, she was there. Even when the world goes away, she will be there. She is eternal. Om Nirakaraya Namaha. she does not have any one particular form. We cannot contain her in one particular form. Now, this is very important. When we say Nirakar, many people will say, oh, Nirakar means something like a light. But understand, Mother is in everything. The principle of God element is in everything. So, in India, when you say, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, I am the fig tree, I am the horse, I am the sun, I am the moon. So all of these things when you see, can you contain God in one form? No. But yes, in all of these different things, God is showing some form. In a sun, if God says I am sun, means he is having a circular form which we see. If he says I am moon, we see that the moon is changing form every day. So God is showing us some form. If he says I am the Ashwat tree, he is showing us some form. So he is there in all of this, but he cannot be defined by just one single form. Now that is the meaning of Nirakaraya Namah. That there is no particular one form by which God can be contained. So Divine Mother is spread everywhere in different forms. We cannot just make her in only one form. So Nirakaraya, so she is not limited to only one form. Om Nirakulaya Namaha. She is always very steady, very calm. She cannot be agitated. Om Nirgunaya Namaha. She is beyond all qualities. Now there are three qualities: Satogun, Rajogun, Tamogun. So she is beyond these modes of goodness, modes of passion and modes of ignorance. Om Nishkalaya Namaha. She is undivided. Like the moon has kala. The moon, if you see, changes its phase every day. So that means it has different kala. But here, Mother is like she is undivided. She just remains the same. Om Shantaya Namaha. She is very, very. She is the embodiment of tranquility or serenity. She is serene. Om Nishkamaya Namaha. She has no desires. Nirupaplavaya Namaha. She is not afflicted with anything. Nitya Muktaya Namaha. She is ever free, eternally free. Om Nirvikaraya Namaha. There is no vikar in her, means there is never ever any change in her. She is just the same. Om Nishprapanchaya Namaha. She is beyond all prapancha or all multiplicity we can see. Om Nirashraya Namaha. She is not dependent on anything. She is an independent woman. Om Nitya Shuddhaya Namaha. She is eternally pure. Om Nitya Buddhaya Namaha. She is always awake in divine consciousness. In fact, she is pure consciousness. Om Niravadhyaya Namaha. She is flawless. Om Nirantaraya Namaha. She is always there, constant, continuous. She cannot be divided. Om Nishkaranaya Namaha. There is no reason for her. She is always there. She is born by herself. Om Nishkalankaya Namaha. She is stainless. There is no stains on her. Om Nirupadhyaya Namaha. She is beyond all kind of positions, or you cannot give her any upadhi. She has no limitations. Om Nirishwaraya Namaha. There is no Lord above her. Om Niragaya Namaha. She has no attachments or no passions. She is beyond all this. Om Ragamatanyaya Namaha. She is beyond all passions, and she removes the passions of all her devotee. If the devotee is attached to anything worldly, materialistically, she will fulfill it and she will cut away the roots of that attachment which is coming in the path of the devotee. So, Om Nirmadaya Namaha. Mad means pride. She has no pride by herself. Om Madanashinya Namaha. She removes the pride of all her devotees. The false pride or the false ego which the devotees have, she will remove it. Om Nischintaya Namaha. Chinta. She has no chinta, no doubts, no anxieties. Om Nirahankaraya Namaha. She has no ego. She is free of all ego. Om Nirmohaya Namaha. She is free of all false vision. Like she knows, Nirmohaya. She is not attached to anything. She knows what is Maya. She is beyond the Maya, beyond the sphere of Maya. Om Mohanashinya Namaha. She is the one who dispels all the illusions. Om Nirmamaya Namaha. She is beyond me, my ego. like how we humans say, my wealth, my property, my children. She is beyond that. Nirmama. Mama means not mine, not mine. She is beyond that. Everything belongs to her, but yet she is detached from everything. Oh Mamata Hantre Namaha. She removes this attachment from the devotees. This feeling of my family, my property, my money, my people, that my thing, that which is a false ego. She actually removes that false ego from the minds of her devotees. Om Mamata Hantre Namaha means the one who removes the illusive pride. Om Nishpapaye Namaha. She has no sin. Om Papanashine Namaha. She removes and she destroys the seeds of sin together. She destroys the sinful tendencies from her devotees. Om Nishkrodhaya Namaha. She has no anger. Om Krodhashamani Namaha. She removes the anger, again the seeds of anger from her devotee. Om Nirlobhaya Namaha. She has no greed. Om Lobhanashine Namaha. She removes the seeds of lobha or greed from her devotees. Om Nishanshaya Namaha. She never has any doubts. Om Shanshagni Namaha. And she removes the doubts and the questions in her devotee's mind. Om Nirbhavaya Namaha. She is not involved in this cycle of birth and death. She cannot be trapped into it. Om Bhavanashini Namaha. And she is so benevolent that she removes the cycle of birth and death for her devotees. Om Nirvikalpaya Namaha. She is pure consciousness, undivided spirit. Om Nirabadhaya Namaha. She cannot be sublated. Om Nirbhedaya Namaha. She is beyond all differences. Om Bhedanashini Namaha. And she destroys the sense of differences in the devotee's mind. What is the sense of difference? Seeing, like when we live in the world, we see everything as different. We say that everything belongs to God and we are one family, we are God's family, but in actuality, when we have to practice, it is not easy to practice. Saying, everybody belongs to God, because we are displaying all these different pride, anger, all these things we display at different times. So this is the differences that we have. But as you slowly grow in your spiritual path, as you slowly start realizing Divine Mother, and slowly when Divine Mother captures your mind really 100%, then you start seeing the presence of Divine Mother in each and every soul, in each and every particle of the universe. And you start seeing the presence of Divine Mother in the trees, in the plants, even in your enemy. So that is what it is, removing the differences. You start seeing, okay, every soul is a part and parcel of Divine Mother. That is why we all are connected with each other. This is the difference. Okay, so she removes this difference, that right now what we say, oh, this person is different, that animal is different, that tree is different, everything is different. But in actuality, everything comes from Lalita and we are all connected. But this difference we are not able to realize because we are not, our consciousness has not been purified. But as we go on chanting Lalita Sahasranam with sincerity, with meditation, with devotion, then slowly our consciousness becomes pure and we start seeing the presence of Lalita in each and everybody, in each and every situation, and we overcome our false pride or false ego, false envy, false anger, false greed, false attachment. This is what the difference is. So she is beyond all this and she makes her devotee also go beyond all this. This is what is Bhedanashini Namaha. Om Niranashaya Namaha. Nash means death. She is deathless. She is beyond death. Om Mrityumathanye Namaha. And she also removes the fear of death in the minds of the devotee. Now death is a very important, beautiful thing. Death is, we call death as Kala. So Goddess herself removes the fear of death. Now how does she remove the fear of death? See, there is an example given in our scriptures that when a cat, she goes behind a rat to catch it and eat it up. The rat is so scared it will start running here and there because it fears. It sees the cat as death personified. And the rat is like running helter and skelter trying to save itself. But the cat goes and attacks the rat and it sits up. The cat eats up with the claws and with its teeth. But the same cat, when it picks up its kitten with the same teeth. How gently she picks up the kitten, and she goes on crossing so many walls, and she will take the kitten safely to the place where she wants to keep the kitten. So the same cat whose teeth appear as so fearsome to the rat, the same cat's teeth appear as motherly love to the kitten. This is what death is. When we are not devotees of, when we are not praying, when we are not connecting ourselves to God, when we are not connected to Lalita, our state of mind is like the rat. When death comes, we are helter-skelter running here and there trying to avoid death. But when we are connected with Divine Mother Lalita, then when death comes, we become like the kitten. We know that Mother will take us safely from this world to another place which will be more safer for us. So this is what is, she removes the fear of death. The next one is 182, which is Om Nishkriyay Namaha. So Nishkriya means no action. Even though we feel everything that is being created is created by her, but actually she is actionless. She doesn't have to do. It's like, say the Prime Minister decides to implement some program. So he just thinks in his mind that this program has to be implemented, and he gives the program to all his associates and all his ministers to implement that thing. So the Prime Minister has thought, and all the ministers till the lower level, till the laborers will go on executing this. So even though the Prime Minister is executing it, even though we feel that the Prime Minister's program is being executed, but it is being executed by the others. So the Prime Minister is not actually doing any action. He is actionless, but the laborers and the ministers, they are all doing the actions. Similarly, even though we feel that the world is being created, it's her thought. Just by thought, just by a mere glance at Shiva, they both start creating this world, and then they create everything. But it's by the thought that they've created. They are beyond actions. Om Nishparigrahaya Namaha. She does not need any gift. Only gift she needs is the gift of love. Om Nistulaya Namaha. She is peerless. Om Neela Chikuraya Namaha. She has beautiful locks of hairs which are shining black. Om Nirapayaya Namaha. She is imperishable. Om Niratyaya Namaha. She is indestructible. Om Durlabhaya Namaha. It is very, very difficult to achieve her, to attain her. Om Durgamaya Namaha. It is really difficult to approach her. It seems for a devotee it is very easy because she is not far. We have just spoken about her. The moment you close your eyes and you start visualizing her form, she is right here. Before that we have learned she is Bhakti Gamyaya Namaha. It says Durgamaya here, but before that it said she is Bhakti Gamyaya, means by devotion she can be approached. She is Durgam for those who do not have devotion. So in the beginning, if you lack devotion, then she is Durgam. Otherwise, she can be easily caught up in the net of bhakti. She is Bhakti Vashyaya Namaha. We will learn that. Before that, she is Bhakti Vashyaya, she is Bhakti Gamyaya. Okay. Now here they say Durgamaya. Durgamaya is difficult to approach if you lack devotion. Om Durgaya Namaha. She is like a Durga. She is like a fort. She is very, very strong. It is very difficult to go through her. It is only for those who have no devotion. But for the one who are devotees, she is very approachable. Om Dukha Hantre Namaha. She removes all the sorrows. Om Sukhapradaya Namaha. She gives all happiness. Om Dushtaduraya Namaha. She takes away all the evil situations, the evil people, the wicked people from our life. Om Durachara Shamanye Namaha. She puts an end to all the negativities, to all evil actions. Om Doshavarjitaya Namaha. She has no negativity in her. Om Sarvajnaya Namaha. She is omniscient. She is present everywhere. Om Sandra Karunye Namaha. Sandra means very deep, intense. Karuna means compassion. She is intensely compassionate about her devotees. We have learned in the Dhyan mantras, Aruna Karuna Tarangitakshim, means her eyes are like waves of compassion. What kind of waves of compassion? unending waves of compassion. So here again they are saying she is Sandra Karunaya Namah, means intense, deep like the depth of the ocean. Can we ever measure the depth of the ocean? No. That's how our compassion is. So deep, like an ocean. Sandra Karunaya Namah, so deep. Om Samanadika Varjitaye Namaha. There is no one in this universe equal to her. Samanadik, or even Adik, even superior to her. She is the topmost, she is the sovereign. Om Sarva Shakti Mayye Namaha. All the powers only belong to her. Sarva Mangalaya Namaha. Everything that is auspicious belongs to her. Om Sadgati Pradaya Namaha. She is the one who gives liberation or salvation. Om Sarveshwarya Namaha. She is the controller of the entire universe. Om Sarvamayye Namaha. Whatever we see anywhere, it is all her. Sarvamayi. She is everything. Om Sarva Mantra Sarupinne Namaha. All the mantras, the form of all the mantras is Sri Lalitambika. Om Sarva Yantratmikaya Namaha. All the yantras you see, everything is there in her. That is why when you see the Sri Chakra is the supreme yantra. Om Sarva Tantra Rupaya Namaha. Whatever the techniques of worship are there, Tantra means technique for worship. Whatever the technique of worships are there, all the tantras are her embodiment. Om Manonmanye Namaha. She is Manonmani. She is consciousness, a very divine consciousness, spiritual, transcendental consciousness. Om Maheshwarye Namaha. She is the consort of Maheshwar. Maheshwar is the controller of the universe. So she along with him, they both are the supreme ruler of this universe. Om Mahadevye Namaha. She is the supreme goddess. Om Mahalakshmi Namaha. She is the supreme goddess who gives wealth. She is Mahalakshmi. Om Vridapriyaya Namaha. She is the beloved of Lord Shiva. Om Maharupaya Namaha. She has a form which is very beautiful and the greatest form in the universe. The most embracing, the most beautiful form in the universe is her. So Maharupaya Namaha. Mahapujyaya Namaha. All worship, the greatest worship in the universe is the worship of Sri Lalita Tripura Sundari. Mahapujyaya Namaha. Om Mahapatak Nashini Namaha. She is the one who can remove the greatest of the sinful reactions. The greatest, like even a Brahman Hatya or a Go Hatya, if somebody has done, that is considered to be the greatest sinful activity. The reactions of that also is removed. Mahapatak Nashini Namaha. Just by worshipping Sri Lalita Tripura Sundari. Om Mahamaya Namaha. She is Mahamaya. She is the superpower. All this illusory energy that you see is accepting her orders. They are all under her. She is Mahamaya. Om Mahasatvaya Namaha. All the goodness, mode of goodness that is spread everywhere, the supreme sattva, it is her. Om Mahashakti Namaha. The most powerful energy is her. Maharatya Namaha. All the joy in the universe is her embodiment. She is joy personified. The supreme ecstasy, supreme joy, supreme bliss personified is Sri Lalita. Mahabhogaya Namaha. It's the supreme enjoyer of everything. It's her. Mahabhogaya Namaha. Maheshwarya Namaha. She is the supreme controller. Everything is under her control. She is the supreme controller. Om Mahaviryaya Namaha. She has the supreme valor. She is supremely brave. Om Mahabalaya Namaha. She is the most powerful. She has the most strength. She is the strongest in the entire three worlds. So Mahabalaya Namaha. Om Mahabuddhe Namaha. She is the most intelligent. Om Mahasiddhye Namaha. She is having all the siddhis. Remember we did the dhyana mantra and it says all the 8 siddhis are encircling her. So she is sitting there and all the 8 siddhis are praying to her. So she is having all the 8 siddhis at her feet, worshipping. Om Yogeshwareshwarye Namaha. She is Yogeshwari. All the yogis are meditating on her. So she is Mahayogeshwari. Om Mahatantraya Namaha. All the tantras are only talking about her. She is the form, she is the personified form of all the tantras. Om Maha Mantraya Namaha. Her mantra is the greatest mantra. Om Mahayantraya Namaha. She is the yantra herself, the greatest yantra. Om Mahasanaya Namaha. She is the greatest asan. She's sitting on the greatest asan. Basically, here the greatest asan are that of the tattvas mentioned, but we won't go much in that science much deeper. She is sitting on the greatest asan. Her seat, her asan is the greatest. Om Mahayaga Kramaradhyaya Namaha. She is the one, when we are doing the yagna, she is the greatest yagya. When we worship her, when we chant her mantra, when we meditate on her, we are performing the supreme yagya. So supreme yagya, Mahayagya Kramaradhyaya Namaha means all the yagnas that you are doing is actually going to her. Mahayagya Kramaradhyaya Namaha. She is adored by Mahayagya or supreme sacrifice. Om Mahabhairava Pujitaya Namaha. Bhairav. He is worshipped by Mahabhairav, Shiva. Om Maheshwar Mahakalpa Mahatandav Sakshini Namaha. When Maheshwar gets into his work of destruction of this universe and he does his Mahatandav, Divine Mother Shri Lalita Ambika is a witness to that Mahatandav, is a witness to that destruction. She is always there with Shiva. Oh Mahakamesha Mahishye Namaha. She is the consort of Mahakamesha or the Lord of Desire. Oh Maha Tripur Sundari Namaha. We salute to that mother who is the most beautiful, most enchanting, most pleasant, divine beauty in all the three worlds. Om Shri Maha Tripura Sundariye Namaha. With this we come to the end of Namavali 234. I hope you all meditate like this, and the joy and the bliss you also feel just by chanting the name of the goddess. And if you have any experiences, please do share, please comment, please share this with everybody else whom you know. Spread the joy everywhere. And if you have any questions, do ask. We will try our best to answer whenever. Thank you very much. Jai Gurudev.